Do you have stuff on you, possibly?
That weapon stays out, we're gonna have a problem.
Okay.
For context, I played The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 1 back on the PSVR original headset. I love that game. It was my most played PSVR 1 game by far. And coming back to it with the high-res 4K resolution, the 90Hz refresh rate on the PSVR2 headsets with the true blacks, the haptic triggers, and all of the bells and whistles was like coming home after a long time of being away from it.
What a cool light night sky though. Oh my god, it's such an aesthetically pleasing game. I mean, it's terrifying, but it's very cool to play.
The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, even though I've only played around 3 to 4 hours of it, and some of that wasn't even main story content, it was just exploring and messing about, it's the sequel that I've been waiting for sure. I went into this game completely spoiler-free because I hadn't seen any footage of the Quest version since it came out, and of course it's just come out on PSVR as well, so everything is fresh and new to me. I had no idea what I was getting into, apart from it was the second chapter of The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, and it was Chapter 2, Retribution, with the longest name ever devised by man. From the get-go, I'm thrown back into the familiar river ride that I saw back on the OG headset, but with some new amazing visuals that show off the power of this new headset, and coming back to the original bus, even though it's been expanded a bit, just felt right. It really did.
Oh, it just looks so good, doesn't it? Look at that shit. Look how good this game looks. And everything's so dark. Now I just need to use the flask to sleep. It used to be here. Where is it now? I assume it's still in here. Whoa, look at those shadows. Ah, oh, the resting place now extends into the catacombs. Below you'll find your flask, additional weapon racks, more space to make your own. That's sick, although I used to hate this place. But now it's a fucking huge storage space. Look at this. That is sick. All of these are storage. Oh my god. Oh my god. And there's more through here. There's a flask. I've really had an upgrade here, haven't I? Can I not play? Are you kidding me? I can't play the guitar. Okay, 0 out of 10 game.
Now, the visuals of Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 2 Retribution, Jesus Christ, long name, are pretty much the most perfect and clean visuals that I've seen overall of any PSVR2 game. Kayak VR, Mirage, and Horizon might look technically better, but The Walking Dead's art style keeps it a little bit more cartoonish, but manages to maintain more solid edges, no aliasing, and most importantly, a 90Hz refresh rate, which keeps the world looking smooth with no double imaging or ghosting at all. This is a smooth experience, and you can really tell.
God, look at that water. It's like, I feel like I could just drink that. I did the similar thing on the Light Brigade. I've got to watch myself. Whoa. Cool. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. All collapsed houses and stuff. Big fan. Like, the tower looks so much clearer there. Like, on PSVR 1, it was just a blurry mess. Like, you couldn't see any of that. But now, it's clear, which is great.
As I said before, because of the OLED panels, darker tones look pitch black, especially at night, but we'll get onto that later. The lighting is absolutely incredible, and the shadows are just ridiculous.
Ooh, that shadow freaked me out. That's nuts. Look at that. Oh. God, without a torch, it's even worse now. That's so dark. Be warned. I'm gonna get a pistol out, I think.
That's what hit me at first, but what hit me later was that the controls are a little bit weird. I opted for holding controls, not toggling, because the options for toggling are toggling every object that you pick up. So you click the grip button once, and that object sticks to your hand until you press it again. I went for hold, like the OG Saints and Sinners, but I'm not really sure about my decision thus far, but I think the issue that I'm having would persist on holding and toggling. Because when you pick up an item and go to store it in your sides or in your backpack, there seems to be a slight delay, like the game's trying to figure out where you're trying to put the item before it actually lets you let go. Which means if you're trying to quickly put away your pistol and draw something else, you can't really do that too fast in situations where you need to. It's a little bit frustrating, and it doesn't happen every time. Something feels a little bit off there, but the rest of the controls, the haptics, especially with the haptic triggers, are used really well. This is editing me here after I've filmed all this. I've just figured out that pressing the grip button will grab the object that you want, but letting go of it altogether will let it go. Essentially, after you've grabbed it, you can keep your finger just rested on the grip button, and the haptic technology will sense that your finger's still there and grip onto that object until you fully let go and don't have contact with that button at all. That's how that works. I was confused, but it makes sense now and feels a lot more natural, so that's okay. I keep telling myself not to take it for granted because, you know, it's a new feature, but it just feels right having haptic triggers with guns, especially with the dual shotguns that I tried out in one of the missions. Those were so much fun.
Infiltrate the radio station. I think you mean walk in and kill everybody.
Broadcast booth is up on the 3rd floor. As far as I
shit.
can tell, tower isn't heading up there. Into the ground.
Fuck you, corpse!
Fuck.
God, asshole!
Shit. Where is his teammate? Round here. Okay. Ah! Ah, fucking hell.
We got an issue upstairs. Gonna need backup.
No, you're not. Where are you? I got jump scared by a human. Oh, that's cool. The adaptive trigger tells me when I'm holding it or not. That's cool. I like that. And also when my finger's on the trigger. Nice.
And feeling the kick in the controllers when firing those, coupled with the weight system for each object in the game, it's peak immersion, it really is. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 1 was a game that I consistently went in after I completed the story and just free roamed and made my own stories in, and the feeling of weight and the physics interactions of the world really helped me immerse myself in that, and this is basically that, but on steroids.
I just love immersing myself in it and just, you know. Oh, that's cool. The lighter works. Oh my god. I'm assuming this was a thing in the first Saints and Sinners, but I never realized. So what you can do is you can get cigarettes, but I didn't realize you could just... Oh my god, you can light them.
Of course, there's much better tracking than the OG PSVR headset, so the combat is far, far better. Gone are the days where you can occlude your controllers and accidentally send your hand going flying off into the distance when you're trying to hold a rifle properly, because the tracking is so much better here when it works as intended. Combat feels really weighty, especially with that weapon kick that I mentioned earlier, and stabbing a walker or unfortunate person with a knife feels more horrible than it ever did before with these new features.
I don't think I can show that. I'm gonna have to blur that, but that is a really cool mechanic. Holy shit.
There's use of the head haptics as well when you get shot in firefights, really adds to the tension of them and makes you feel like you're in that situation so much more. As for the story, it is continued from Chapter 1, and Chapter 1 was one of the better VR stories that you can play, to be honest. But I have to admit, it has been a while and I didn't go on a replay of it, so my knowledge is a little bit shaky, I'm not gonna lie. Jumping into some conversations with new characters who acted like the events occurred yesterday, which I guess in the timeline they did, but for me it was years ago, was a little bit odd, because I couldn't remember what I should be answering for their questions, but that is just a me thing. If you've played Chapter 1 or are playing Chapter 1 and then Chapter 2 on PSVR2, you'll be absolutely fine here, but I can't remember what I did last in Saints and Sinners, to be honest, because I didn't really play that game for the story most of the time. I blasted through it, I got to the end, and then I used it like a Last of Us simulator where I had to go around and survive and make my own little goals and objectives. And I can't wait to get to this stage with Retribution. Don't get me wrong, story's great, I love it, but I use these games as role-playing games where I get to decide what I'm doing after the story is over. There are decisions you can make in the story. I'm not sure how substantial these are. They were pretty solid in the first game in terms of what outcomes you got. For example, I've already got to a bit where there's a generator that I think I can either shoot the people around it and keep the generator where it is, or if I leave them alive, which I did, they stole it and ran away. That came up as a cross on my mission objective, like I'd failed it. I'm not sure if that happens every time, but I'm assuming if I took the action to kill the people who were taking the generator away, that story beat wouldn't have happened.
That ain't going away.
Ooh, I'm very tempted.
Shits about why the tower does anything.
Okay, we're gonna back up. I don't want to fuck them up. I think they'll kill me. Oh, Oh, never mind. I failed that. Investigate the generator storage area. Ah, interesting. Oh, so I could have just killed them, and that would have been there. God damn it. Okay. Fuck. Damn it. I could have turned the power back on. That's cool though, okay.
It's kind of cool to see those. Not many VR games have choices like that at the moment, so It feels natural and you really want to jump on and make the right decision in the moment. One thing I do like about the game so far is its antagonist, or the one that I've been put against anyway. The one that is literally on the icon of the game where you have it in your game library, and that is the Axeman of New Orleans. He's a cool little fella, I've encountered him once, and he has a solid introduction. I feel not really scared of him. Maybe I will when he's coming at me and not through a glass window, but threatening enough, and also has a really tense encounter after you meet him. So, solid intro on that one.
Oh, what the fuck? Ah, okay. What a funny man. Okay, I'm actually out now. This is an issue, this is an issue, this is an issue. What the fuck? This is sadistic. What a fuck, oh my god. Bye bye. Don't do that to me next time. It was a lot of walkers that I had a pistol and that was it.
One thing I really do appreciate though is the use of nighttime. Now whatever time you're playing at in the game's day-night cycle, you can head out into different locations and do the objectives unless a mission requires you to not do it at that time. For example, one of the side missions I had was to go into the hotel, and I could do that at nighttime, which I tried to do but noped out because it is terrifying. Or you can go and do it in the daytime. You've got agency and it allows you to do both, and both have their pros and cons. At nighttime you can't be seen as easier, but you shit yourself, and in daytime you can be seen a lot easier, but you don't shit yourself.
Oh, it's now nighttime. Oh shit. Oh my god. This is not a good idea. This is pitch. I don't know even what you can see on the recording, because this is fucking pitch black. Oh shit. Okay. Is that him? What the hell? Okay, oh shit. Oh no, I'm full as well. I don't even need to loot anything. Okay. That's really cool. It's like another Survivors here, you know? Yeah, it's like a whole another Survivors backpack. That's really cool and immersive. Holy shit.
But honestly, it's just those OLED panels that really sell the nighttime. When you turn off your torch, it is pitch black. You cannot see a thing, and that is great. Unfortunately, in my 3 hours of playtime, I've encountered a few bugs. No VR game is perfect in my eyes, apart from maybe Half-Life Alyx and Pavlov, because it's Pavlov. But the bugs I have encountered have been occasional times when my arms have just decided to go in a different direction than my body.
Why is my arm out? What? Okay, well, I don't think my arm is meant to be over there. So let's reset. Okay, no, it's still over there. It's still over there.
On all other games, the tracking is fine. I'm assuming this is just a Retribution thing. I remember when Kayak launched in the pre-release version, it was a little wonky with the tracking, but that was sorted on day one. So I'm hoping to see a patch for this with Retribution for sure. I've also had some where people's lips just don't match what they're saying at all.
The tower can be returned to the people, and Nola survives.
You're not speaking. What is your arm doing?
These
Okay.
walkies are older than dirt.
And this nice one where one of the character models decided to just do an exorcist twist with their head and look the complete other way like an owl while they were having a conversation with me. So that's nice.
We got all the power we need at the compound.
It's true. The tower doesn't
What
need
the
to pump
fuck?
electricity. What they need, they get from solar. Generators use fuel, which is like very limited.
Oh, there
So,
we go. You're
what
next
the
back
hell's
to
going
normal.
on here?
Anyway, that's where I'm up to with Saints and Sinners. I'm sure to make more videos in the future on this game because it's great. It's so nice to be back in the world of The Walking Dead in VR. It's such a comfort game for me. Back on the PSVR1, I could hop in and have adventures whenever I wanted, and I can't wait to complete the story so I can get to that point. But I'm going to enjoy this story as we go. I'm kind of glad I didn't get a review code for this one, so I didn't have to rush to maybe complete it or get a load done, because I just want to kind of take in the game, because this is one I've been waiting for ages. And so far, it's lived up to the hype, for sure. It looks stunning, it plays well, there are a few bugs, but I don't care. Anyway, that'll be all from me. That's all I've got. If you did enjoy today's video, consider subscribing. I would love to have you here to watch future videos. It costs nothing, it helps me out a lot. Thank you all for sticking around, and I'll see you in the next one.